Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the fourth quarter of 2024. This will be covering October, November, and December. And before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that I had to get a new camera and I can't see myself right now. So if things are out of focus, I apologize. I literally just had to buy this camera yesterday. I started filming this video, and about 5 seconds in, my camera broke. So love that for me. Anyways, you have Ansus coming out in reverse as your rune here, and this is really telling you that there may be some communication issues that are experienced during this fourth quarter. And I feel like it's very ironic that my camera literally broke during this reading. There may be extra tension that you want to put towards things like documents or technology or your belongings, just making sure everything is safe and secure and updated. Life has this ability to just descend into chaos over time. That's the nature of time. That's the nature of reality. And we'll never be able to change or fix that. Things will break, things will happen, and that's all we can do is just acknowledge and accept that and not get upset when these things happen. So for example, if your phone is 7 years old, I'm not saying it's gonna break during this quarter, but there is an increased chance of you needing to replace that soon. So keep the extra money aside just in case anything like that happens. I'm not saying that, your documents are going to go missing or anything like that, but you can safeguard these things. So just make sure you're organized in that way, and I feel like everything will go okay. Some of you may also be having some issues, not all of you, may be having some issues with your throat area, your throat chakra, so any of the organs associated with the throat chakra. Or this can also manifest as communication issues with people in your life, especially older generation people. So for example, this could be a parent that doesn't approve of your relationship or your life choices, and you may be trying to explain that to them. This could be a boss not understanding your need to work from home and understand that you'll get just as much, if not more, done. So these are things that may come up, that may pop up for you during this fourth quarter of 2024. But let's get some more details. The overall spiritual theme for you during this time is the owl, and the owl is coming out in this inverted position here. So let's read about this and understand why the owl spirit is connecting with you during this fourth and final quarter of 2024. So the medicine here, because when this comes out in reverse, it's giving you some sort of soul medicine. It is this: owls guard against self-deception and insists that your motives be pure and transparent to all. What is the message that you are not hearing, the situation that you are not seeing with clarity? Owl invites you to wait patiently, bide your time until it is right to act, then do so decisively without hesitation or remorse. So it definitely feels like there are some pretty big life choices popping up for you at this time. It feels like you are making a choice with your life that certain people might not agree with. You may be making some choices for your life that is not the stereotypical, normal life path that society forces down our throat, and therefore there may be some issues communicating these choices with certain individuals in your life. You know what? I feel like the biggest problem that we have as a society is that we just meet any sort of life customization with judgment. I try telling people all the time, especially in relationships, you don't have to be this stereotypical nuclear thing. Just because a lot of people don't make a relationship choice doesn't mean your relationship is unhealthy. For example, I have a friend who has a bad back. And this friend realized that literally by sleeping on the floor, having no mattress, no bed, it really resolved a lot of their issues with their joints, with their back, with their body. They feel fantastic. They literally just sleep on the floor. They sold their mattress, sold their bed. They sleep on the floor. Now, this person is trying to move in with their partner, And they sort of said very like begrudgingly, like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get a bed again and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't have to do the stereotypical couple thing. You guys can sleep separately. That doesn't mean you're in a bad relationship. I'd rather sleep separately from somebody who can then be happy and healthy as opposed to sleeping with somebody and then they have a really bad back and they're miserable all the time because of that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like society does, a lot of people don't realize, like, you can customize things in your life. You don't have to take the typical path. And I feel like you're aware of this, Gemini, and you are taking a path that is very much not normal, and you're sort of waiting for the right time to disclose what's going on with certain individuals in your life. This could be like waiting to tell your parents that you dropped out of college, or waiting to tell your family that you're marrying a certain person, or, fill in the blank. And I feel like you will be disclosing this information this quarter. But how you go about doing that and when you go about doing that, it's going to look different for all of you. All right, let's pull some cards. We have the Four of Wands coming out upright. This is a card of marriage. This is a card of long-term commitment. Being very happy with the way that your life is going. Serendipity. It feels like the things that are coming into your life right now, they feel so correct. The relationships that are unfolding, they feel so correct. Even if there are complicating factors and issues within your relationships and what's going on in your life, you just feel so at peace, so beautiful with everything that's happening and how life is unfolding right now. There's a lot of happiness here for you. But that's the thing that I'm saying, like, your happiness may not look like what other people's happiness or ideal life looks like. So when you have to deal with judgmental people, you may hesitate a little bit to tell them something. We have the King of Discs in reverse. This is exactly what we're picking up on here. The influence, the energy of somebody who it's like, this is the correct and proper way to do things. And anybody who goes outside of these lines, they're just not happy, they're sick in the mind, blah, 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 blah. This is the influence that you may be dealing with right now, this quarter. This may be your biggest challenge this quarter, but it's not going to stop you from being happy. Okay, it's not going to stop you from, listening to your intuition and doing what makes you feel right, that makes you feel happy. Okay, so don't worry about that. Another thing I'm seeing here with these cards, this quarter may be one where you're trying your best to sort of conserve and consolidate finances and money, because there may be some pretty big life expenses waiting for you in the future, exciting ones, but whatever. We have the King of Goblets coming out right next to that King of Discs in reverse. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, for a lot of you guys, this story is unfolding like, I am happy. And a lot of Gemini right now may be having this issue where, like, for example, like, this is an example of how this can come through for some of you. You may have a partner in your life that you are so happy to be with. It feels so right to be with them, and you love the way that this relationship is unfolding, but this may be somebody that your family does not approve of. This may be a dynamic that your family does not approve of, or somebody in your life may not approve of. But you know what? You're happy, and that's all that matters. Okay, that's an example of how this energy can enter your life. Now, this can manifest in so many different areas. It's not even funny. So it doesn't have to be even relationships. This could also be like you picking a career path for yourself or a location for yourself to live that you're very happy with. It feels spiritually correct for you. Even the universe is sending you serendipitous signs and synchronicities saying, like, yes, this is it. This is good. This feels right. But the people who are very stuck in their ways, they may not get that. Those who get it. Those who don't. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands coming out upright for you, right underneath that Four of Wands. Okay. So very interesting. Life is moving forward rapidly at a very quick moving pace, quick moving speed for you. I love the Eight of Wands. It's one of my favorite cards, especially underneath the Four of Wands. This is like a really happy influence. It feels like a relationship is taking off very quickly and it feels right. A certain career path is taking off quickly and it feels right. Some sort of planning that you've been doing is taking off quickly and it feels right. And this is, again, what some people who are not you might not understand. It's like, why are you moving things so quickly? Why are you doing this so quickly? Why don't you just slow down? And you know what? Don't listen to those people, because, you know, if it feels right, then go for it. The people who hesitate in life, they do not get good things out of life. They miss a lot of opportunities. They let opportunities pass them by. If something feels right, go balls to the wall. Who cares? Okay. The biggest insecurity of this quarter for you is caring about what other people are thinking, or the biggest challenge for you is caring about what other people are thinking. So just go for it, because there's so much positivity here for you, Gemini. I can't even begin to explain it. Center of your spread is the Star in reverse. So another thing that you may want to work on during this quarter is some self-confidence. Some of you may be dealing with some physical insecurities during this time. I'm getting so many random examples in my head. Some of you may be dating somebody or like best friends with somebody who you might feel like is a lot more quote unquote attractive than you. And that may be stirring up some insecurities within you, or it may even fuel you to work on yourself in some way. But I think what the real issue here is, a lot of you need to spend more time on self-care. And by that, I mean, like, if you're so busy, like working, taking care of your kids, your house, your relationships, whatever, and it's like one thing after the other constantly, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of projects that you're working on, you know, maybe you've been neglecting things like meditating or journaling or working out or making yourself really high quality meals. You know, that little routine of self-care, you may be needing to go back to that this quarter. Okay, you may have lost that out a little bit, and when you go back to that, your dreams will also manifest quite beautifully, because then that puts your vibration, your frequency in a good place. We have the Magician, exactly. Oh my gosh, this is a massive time for manifestation and events moving forward with a ton of speed for Gemini. Absolutely. Dreams come true. And this is coming out underneath the King of Goblets. A lot of you guys are manifesting high-level soulmate relationships at this time. Also, in terms of creativity and creative projects that you're doing, you're manifesting a lot with that as well. A lot of ideas are moving through you, pouring through you. You are manifesting so much. I can't emphasize it enough. Final row of cards out, we have the World in reverse. Okay, yeah, this new chapter is opening up, and it's going to require you to make some sacrifices. And these sacrifices will be old ways of doing things, old ways of spending your time, old connections, things like that, that do not support this new reality that you are allowing to emerge in your life. So anybody in your life who is not supportive of you, your relationship, what you're choosing to do, you may be sacrificing the amount of time that you spend with that person. Anything really that is just out of alignment with this new reality coming in, that may be where you're making sacrifices. Ace of Goblets. What did I tell y'all? This is the Ace of Cups. Love, fertility. Some of you guys may even be making the decision to have children, have a family, get married, bring in a new relationship into your life, get closer. Some of you guys may be inviting so many like new creative ideas and hobbies and passions, allowing that to move through you, allowing yourself to be happy. This is a very happy time for Gemini. Wow. And then your final card out is the Four of Swords, upright. Wow. Rest, rejuvenation. This to me shows you successfully getting back to your routine, your self-care routine, your comfort zone, you know, successfully getting back to allowing yourself to rest, what did I just say? Rest, relax, journal, take good care of yourself in the midst of this beautiful love and creativity unfolding in your life, you know, sacrificing the time spent with those who don't hear you, don't communicate effectively. Beautiful quarter ahead. Thank you so much for joining me, Gemini. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this quarter ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.